Welcome to Western Hall, home of the WIU Leathernecks, but for this weekend, it's home of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. I believe the 78th annual, I'm not sure, 78th or 76, but nonetheless, this has been going on for a long time and a great tradition here around Christmas time. Yep, 78th annual it is. We're ready to go for game 14 between the Monmouth-Roseville Titans and the Peoria Christian Chargers. We should have a good one here, Brandon.
Yeah, we should. People may be saying, what's Brandon doing back? I thought he was leaving. I'm guessing that they must have overheard me saying that I wanted to hang out with Coach Harris, and they said, nope, you're coming back here to the table. But as you said, we should be in for a good one here tonight. We got the Peoria Christian Chargers taking on the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Coach Chuck Grant, John, he's still with Monmouth-Roseville. He's been around a long time, and you know every team that he brings here to this very floor, they're a team that's at least going to compete and compete hard against you. I think we're going to see a hard-fought battle between two IHSA current Titans here tonight in game 14 out of 26 games, excuse me. But we're bringing you all 26 games here on TSSR Game Time Live.
We are running, it seems like, a little bit earlier than what we usually do. This game is supposed to start at 5:30, so we are looking for tip-off here in just a few moments, just a couple of minutes. But we'll keep it right here in the pregame show, brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales. Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta with over 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronelby.com to check out their inventory. And how about by Sports Corner at 124? All three-point shots or three-point makes in this tournament and overall are brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at Sports Corner 124. With a focus on local sports, trying to fix two words here together. Catch WIU games at all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold beverage and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. So go see the fine folks there at Sports Corner. I'm sure they've got this game on as well as others throughout the day. We've had a full weekend here of basketball.
Sports Corner is a fun little place. It was just there for the first time whenever we had the seating meeting for this tournament, and that's where we did our selection show. We kind of did it NCAA style. It was fun. We got to talk with the coaches. We brought it live to you on TSSR Game Time Live, and it was a fun little place. I had never been there.
Absolutely, a very nice establishment there on North Randolph Street in Macomb. This pregame show by Ron Elby Auto Sales. Here as we are ready to go for the beginning of this one. There you kind of see a little bit of the crowd right there. Mr. Dwayne Hulett as well, walking right behind us. There he is. He has just escaped the camera. He must know where the camera is at because he is not in the camera anymore. Yep, there he is, nodding his head. But we're ready to go here for the first 8 minutes. It is the Peoria Christian Chargers and the Monmouth-Roseville Titans from Western Hall, game 14 of 26 at Western Hall. We're going to meet the starting lineups here in just a moment. So a couple of Chargers teams. We had the Illini West in the previous game, and they were also the Chargers. Now we're going to see Peoria Christian, so we'll have some starters.
And like always, they're always back-to-back, it seems like.
Malachi Kersinger. Or Persinger, excuse me. Trey Brickner. Gavin Walder. Jacob Walton. Who wears number 3. And number 4, Josh Walton. So, hey, the first 5 on the list for the roster are all starting for Peoria Christian. You don't see that very often. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. All single-digit numbers.
All starting for Peoria Christian. Now we're going to meet the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Of course, we've got the live chat up if you'd like to hop in there. Let us know where you're listening from. Give us a shout. Talk to us. We always like to be interactive with our viewers and always like to be going out and seeing what everybody else is doing, everybody listening from where you listen from. Who you rooting for on this fine evening. So we meet the starters here. We've got number 11, Peyton Thompson. He had a really good game yesterday. Lars Bergeron, who Brandon and I talked about in the break, a real good shooter. This guy can shoot it from beyond the arc, but also him down low with the complement of Ethan Clark, who we just met there, number 35, is a really good combination for Monmouth-Roseville down low.
Bergeron, as a sophomore, keep that in mind. We still got 2 more years of seeing him after this.
So Caligo Sarcomo, Nick Houston, Peyton Thompson, Lars Bergeron, and Ethan Clark from Monmouth-Roseville. And for Peoria Christian, it's Trey Brickner, Malachi Persinger, Gavin Walder, Jacob Walton, and Josh Walton. Barry Wright from Manchester, Illinois. So nice to have Barry in the chat over in Manchester.
I've umpired with Barry.
Oh, there you go. So John Reynolds and Brandon Thomas on the call from Western Hall. Game 14 of the Macomb Holiday Tournament. 3 is up and good to start this one. Malachi Persinger with a big 3 to get things going. Peoria Christian off to a 3-0 lead. Swinging to the corner for Clark. He's going all the way across court. Bergeron cannot corral the pass. Jason Danner, one of the officials here this evening, he inbounds or gives the ball over there to Gavin Walder. Peoria Christian brings the ball up. They've got an early 3-0 lead after the big 3 from Malachi Persinger, who wears number 1. He's got the basketball right now. Nice find down low, but Nick Houston saw it coming and was able to intercept the pass and bring it the other way from Monmouth-Roseville and the Titans. Dribbling baseline is Thompson, swinging over to Clark. Down low to Houston, up to Bergeron. Now on the left wing, Sarcomo. Over to Clark, all the way across Thompson. His 3-pointer is good.
A bunch of ball movement and fast-paced ball movement. We don't see that a lot.
3-point shot for Thompson, knocks it up, 3 apiece. That one off the back iron, no good. That was Persinger who took another attempt at the 3. Bergeron to the basket.
2 points for number 34, Lars Bergeron.
Lars Bergeron, there he is on your screen, number 34, Monmouth-Roseville, is one heck of a player. We've seen him a lot in this one. That one is up no good. Ethan Clark with the rebound. Barry Wright says, holy cow, you remember that? Did you wear a back brace?
No, I can't say that about Barry. I can't say that about anybody.
3-pointer for Ethan Clark is good. And Ethan Clark gets in on the scoring. It's 8-3, the Titans, a 5-point lead over the Peoria Christian Chargers. Persinger, kick it out, 3-point, up, and it's good. Gavin Walder, and we are just having a 3-point contest here at Western Hall.
He's been setting up there the whole time, and finally he got the ball where he wanted.
Ethan Clark missed that one, miscalculated it a little bit as he hit it a little too far, and now it is Brickner to bring it up, and he wants a 3. Oh my goodness, we have 3s galore as Trey Brickner with another 3. We have 9 points for the Chargers, all on 3-point shots.
And Brickner, he passed and he went right to that spot and was left wide open, just like
Ethan Clark missed that 3. He's had a couple of 3 attempts. In and out, no good. Clark with a rebound. 9-8 Peoria Christian wearing the white uniforms with some gold lining on them with some hints of a dark navy. And then you got Monmouth-Roseville. They're wearing the all navies, and that's a blocking foul here. Going to be on, I believe, Malachi Persinger is going to pick that one up.
What is that on the sides of Monmouth-Roseville.
Someone yesterday in the chat wanted to see the sides of the jerseys and the pants. There's kind of a good close-up of it right there. Ethan Clark wearing that. Yep, you see the Navy uniforms, but they've got this gray piping down the side. It's kind of like I don't know, some sort of a design, but looks pretty sharp for these Monmouth-Roseville Titans.
Yeah, well, I know with Pittsfield last night they wanted to see the sides, and I'm still not sure what it was. It kind of looked like blood drops or something.
It gives the little splatter kind of thing, like a paint splatter almost is what I would call it. But, you know, it's definitely an interesting little touch to the uniforms, but I think it brings nice for Monmouth-Roseville. And for Pittsfield as well. They bring it, but just in the red variety, that is, which is where you get the stain there from on the idea there. This is Persinger with the basketball now. He's going to swing it over to Walton. Walton over to the other Walton on the left wing. Or I was actually in the corner. Now on the left wing for Brickner, who goes across court over to Persinger. And now just playing cat and mouse across the court. Want that open shot. They get it there with Persinger off the over the backboard there as the official calls it. And Casey Jones says it's confetti. That would be, yes, there you go. That's a good way to describe it right there. But, yeah, very sharp, I would definitely say, in those uniforms. So like a confetti look there on the side, but looks good. And Barry Wright also good. I finally retired after 45 years of sports officiating. So
that's good. That's a long time to officiate, and I hope we see a lot of the people that we've seen as of late, like Brian Sullivan, which I've seen 20 times this year.
There he is. He's sitting right across the court from me, Brian Sullivan, over there doing the stats for the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. He always does a great job over there. Timeout for a substitution timeout here is number 11. Miles Zimmerman is going to check in for the Peoria Christian Chargers. See if he can complete the three-point play is Persinger, and that one is up and good. So 6 points tonight for Persinger, a three-point field goal, and then a three-point, old-fashioned three-point play, right, for Persinger. Good defense by Peoria Christian, but Monmouth-Roseville gets it across the timeline. They set things up with Lars Berggren at the top. Now swing it over to Sarcomo. Sarcomo dump it off to Clark. 12-8, Chargers by 4. Thompson, jumper up. It's a little short. Rebound, fought for out of bounds. It's going to stay here.
Thompson saw that opening, and he stopped and popped, and the Titans, they try, and they get that offensive rebound for Coach Grant's Titans.
Chuck Grant, the head coach of the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. You see him wearing the suit. You don't see the suit very often in any of high school basketball.
No, and whenever you see Chuck Grant, especially here at Western Hall, he's always got a suit on, looking good, looking professional, looking like a true throwback coach.
Yep. You don't see the suits very much anymore. Blocked there by number 1, Malachi Persinger. Got a hand on that one from Clark. Bodies all over the place. Fought for, ball out of bounds. Monmouth-Roseville basketball. You kind of get the wide camera. You get to see the whole facility here. A beautiful area here, Western Hall. Always a great time to be here for a 3-day tournament. And there's Chuck Grant, like we just talked about a moment ago, too, with that full suit. This is a touch pass back there to the middle there. Tipped around and stolen away by Sarcomo. And the Monmouth-Roseville Titans who come back the other way. Sarcomo to the basket and can't get it to fall out of bounds. Clark swatted it, and
Sarcomo had work ethic in his head that entire time. Too bad he couldn't get the 2 points, but he showed a lot of effort and hard work right there on that handle that he had.
Yeah, Clark, I thought Clark might have had the last hand on that, but the official right on top of it said it was off a Peoria Christian Charger, and it'll stay with Monmouth-Roseville. Lars Berggren to Sarcomo is blocked there by none other than Malachi Persinger. Another block. Lay it up and in there for Walton. Josh Walton. His first 2 points of the night here come at about 2:12 left in the first. Chargers extend their lead 14-8. The winner of this one goes on into the winner's bracket still. They'll play Rock Ridge, who took care of Illini West 65-36 earlier on this afternoon. To the basket there for Brickner. He gets it to fall, and a full timeout is taken by Coach Chuck Grant. We're going to keep it right here.
Brickner telegraphed that pass the whole time. He got his big hand up there after jumping, and all in the benefit of Brickner. Gets an easy layup for 2.
Chuck Grant not liking what he's seeing. He's wanting to talk things over to a full timeout. There you can look at the Monmouth-Roseville bench. There they are, chatting things up with a minute 50 remaining. We thank you for tuning in here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by Spoon River College, with campuses in Canton and Macomb, including the building reconstruction going on the east end of Jackson Street over there in Macomb. The nice facility they've got going. It offers a great start for all area college students, both academically and athletically. Find out more online at src.edu or call 309-649-6400. And by McDonough District Hospital, athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to all the area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. As Andy Myers inbounds pass, and I could not corral the pass, but hey,
I did.
Brandon did, so glad he was able to get a hand on it. I could not reach far enough, but glad you saved it there. I was headed for the first row of fans right here.
Yep.
So we were able to help them. So Peoria Christian on the inbound here. It is Persinger who inbounds now to Zimmerman. Swinging across the court. There's Zimmerman. He wants 3 and hits.
Three-pointer by number 11, Miles Zimmerman.
Miles Zimmerman, and checking in for Peoria Christian out of the timeout. That's Drew Gamma. He wears number 14. And a turnover. Andy Myers had it stolen away. Timeout taken by Peoria Christian, and a good one at that.
I mean, he was double teamed, nobody around. That was the only thing that Coach Persinger was able to do, and he was right there. He's very loud and bold about it. The official was there to make the call. So luckily there was no turnover.
Yeah, good timeout taken there by Jason Persinger, the head coach of the Peoria Christian Chargers. There you see the Peoria Christian Chargers, and Persinger right there in the middle, talking things over. But really used that 30-second timeout to keep possession and get a new inbound pass to set things up. Monmouth-Roseville out of their timeout. They are down by 11. It's 19-8. Peoria Christian is on top. And like we just talked about a moment ago, the winner of this goes on to play a tough Rock Ridge team.
Yes, indeed. And Rock Ridge, number 3 seed, defending champions, looking to repeat.
That is Persinger with the basketball left wing. He's got it again. He's guarded by Houston. Bounce pass to the outside, Zimmerman. Now to a jumping number 2, Gavin Walter. Can't get it to fall. Second chance, though, for Josh Walton is good. Josh Walton's got 4 points tonight. 21-8. The Chargers extend their lead by 13. Thompson working up there with Gamma. Throw it into the corner there for Berggren. He's having trouble, but finds a wide open Nick Houston on the roll and score. Oops, didn't mean to bump you there, Brandon, but Nick Houston with the bucket. So 3 for Clark, 2 for Berggren, 2 for Houston, and 3 for Thompson is the 10-point for the Chargers.
Monmouth-Roseville with a really nice job defending the baseline to knock the ball out of bounds.
Peoria Christian with the basketball, 6 seconds. As that one is swung to Walton, who goes to the basket, lay it up and in. Josh Walton with the basket, and a big dominant first quarter for the Peoria Christian Chargers, lead 23-10. We might have some replays here in a moment. I will double check. We're going to actually go to a commercial break here in just a moment. You're watching the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College. Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Welcome back to Western Hall on the campus of Western Illinois University. John Reynolds alongside Brandon Thomas and the fine camera crew of directors here. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We're ready to go for quarter number 2 between the Chargers and Titans here at Western Hall. Clay Castile will inbound the basketball for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans, who bring out Castile, who is seeing his first minutes on the game here to start the second.
Let's see if the Chargers' field goal percentage goes down any here in the second quarter, because that's what the key has been so far in the first half is their field goal percentage.
Caligo Sarcomo comes away with a basket there. Dump it off to Walton. Back up top to Walter. His three up no good. Rebound, though, to Peoria Christian. Second chance three. Yes, Miles Zimmerman. Miles Zimmerman making him pay with a second chance bucket and bringing home three at that. Thompson going to Houston, loses his dribble. Ball fought for on the floor. Houston put it up and can't get it to fall. And it's Malachi Persinger on the fast break. Going to Zimmerman, good.
Zimmerman comes from out of nowhere to get an easy layup. I don't even know where he came from. I think that's probably what Coach Chuck Grant is saying. We got to find our man. I know where they're at all times. We got to have that court awareness.
We're going to look at a replay here in a moment of that fast drive there. Here's the replay right here. Yep, here we go. As there's that Zimmerman backdoor pass, he was able to score, and that's what forced Chuck Grant to just settle things down, take a timeout. There he is, uniting his ball club as he wants to see a rally come back 28-12. It's been all Chargers so far.
Chargers have just been a little too much for the Titans. The Titans, they need to keep on working the ball around the perimeter and keep on looking inside. Berggren, he needs to step up a little bit.
Miles Zimmerman with a steal and score.
Berggren came out and he scored the first points for the Titans earlier, and he's been quiet since.
They talked about Lars earlier on. He's one heck of a ball player for the Titans, and so is that kid right there, number 35, Ethan Clark. Hits the bucket. Clark gets on the board with his fifth of the night, and Miles Zimmerman, who has been on a tear, he's got 10 points of the 30 for the Chargers, 33.3%, all from Miles Zimmerman. Walter with the basketball, swinging to Persinger on the left wing, all the way across to Zimmerman. Touch pass, Walton, intercepted and stolen away. Caligaro Sarcomo comes away with a steal, and here come the Titans the other way. Peyton Thompson with it. Now to Castile on the left wing, swing it up to Clark, over to Sarcomo. Corner, three, Thompson up, good.
That's what you need to continue to do, keep on hitting those baskets if you're the Titans, and hope that you're able to secure rebounds against the Chargers.
Traveling violation, it's a turnover, and it'll be Titan basketball. Lars Berggren, who we just talked about a moment ago, Brandon, just checked back in. As Clay Castile will head to the bench. He got a good 3.5 minutes in, or 2.5 minutes in, played really well. But Berggren back in. Lars, no fouls in the contest, but was on the bench there for a good few minutes, giving him a breather. Berggren with the basketball, swing it up there to Sarcomo. On the left wing, now to Thompson. Thompson working down low against Brickner to Sarcomo, who gets the finish.
Basketball number 23, Calagero Sarcomo.
Calagero Sarcomo has got 4 tonight. Three-pointer is stuck at the top. And it's a jump ball tie-up on the wedged ball at the top.
There on the second attempt, he got it.
So possession arrow will favor the Peoria Christian Chargers. So it is the same as the jump ball tie-up in terms of how they settle it up. Gavin Walder with the basketball. Walder, the lefty, will swing it over there to Zimmerman. Now on the touch pass, that is a deep 3, and it's no good from Persinger, but a second chance for Walder, and he is hammered as he goes towards the basket. Here come the Roseville Titans the other way. Monmouth-Roseville scores with Peyton Thompson. Peyton Thompson's got 8. He is the lead scorer
And
for
Titans,
the Monmouth-Roseville Titans.
They cut the lead to 9 points now. That's what they need to do. They need to keep on chipping away at that lead.
At 3 up, no good by Brickner. And Thompson away with the rebound. Monmouth-Roseville, like you said, Brandon's brought this game within 9. We've got a close one here. Down low, Thompson to Houston, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound to Gavin Walder. And here come the Christian Tigers on the other way, or Christian Chargers, excuse me. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound to Peoria Christian. Walder, hesitation, kick it to the corner. 3 up and good. Malachi Persinger with a 3. He's got 9. Does not lead the way as Miles Zimmerman has 1 more than him with 10. Sarcomo to the basket, and he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. We'll catch who the foul is going to be on.
Last couple trips, Sarcomo has really made his presence on his cuts to get that pass.
Sarcomo misses the front end of 2, and we'll get a replay at that foul. That was the 3-point basket there by Persinger. So Malachi hitting that one, and Sarcomo hits the back end there of the 2 at the free throw line. He goes 1 for 2. Cash is in there. He's got 5. 33-22, 11-point lead. Three-point shot up good there for Trey Brickner.
Pristine ball movement there to find that open shot. Just really good ball movement.
Myers swinging across to Houston to Berggren, now to Sarcomo, back to Berggren, across to Andy Myers. Now Houston in the corner, swing it to Castile, over to Sarcomo. Now Myers, top of the key, working there against Brickner. 12 on the shot clock. Myers out to Castile, 7. And he's going to end up having to take the last attempt. Unless, no, he wants Nick Houston to take it. The NBA 3 up, no good. Rebound to Peoria Christian the other way. Tanner Huber in the chat. The Hubers are rooting on the Chargers from Cypress, Texas. So all the way down in Texas. Nice to see the Hubers in the chat. 2:10 remains.
I saw the contact, but I never did hear the whistle.
It's going to be a foul on Jacob Walton. 36-22, Elijah Knoll will check in, and Peyton Thompson back in for Monmouth-Roseville. There you see him, and there's Elijah Knoll, where's number 33. Getting his first minutes here, about 2:07 remaining in the first half between the Chargers and the Titans. Berggren dumps it off to Sarcomo, 24 on the shot clock, minute 57 remains. Now to Castile, foul against Sarcomo as Persinger hit the deck pretty hard.
Carsomo set a screen, used a little bit of elbow. The ref was right there to make the call.
That's Sarcomo's first foul. Jerry Hughes, let's go Monmouth-Roseville. So, or MR, I'm assuming that means Monmouth-Roseville. So Jerry Hughes cheering them on. That three-pointer is good by Trey Brickner. And he's got 9 points on three-point shots here this evening. Trey Brickner can really shoot it. Castile down to Knoll. Up to Sarcomo, wants a three to get on the action. Can't get it to fall. Knoll, the second chance bucket, yes.
Rebound and put back by number 33, Elijah Knoll.
Elijah Knoll gets in the scoring department, and it looks like we're going to have a whistle against Monmouth-Roseville. This is, yes, going to go against Elijah Knoll. So picks up the bucket on one end, comes down the other way, and picks up a foul.
Persinger did a nice job drawing that contact, though.
What a pass there by Persinger, and it's going to draw some contact from the Monmouth-Roseville defender. It will be a foul on Knoll, so he picks up number 2.
At the line for the Chargers, number 4, Josh Walton, shooting 2.
Josh Walton, who we're currently looking at, he's got a quiet 6 points right now. And still 6 points, but he's done a lot of things right here in this game thus far.
Here we're going to get a replay of that pass there from Persinger to Walton, who was able to get the foul and head to the free throw line. He missed the first and misses the second, so over to the free throw line for Josh Walton. Still stuck at 6 points, excuse me. He's got 6, and like you said, Brandon has played really well for the Peoria Christian Chargers. There you go. You see that's Gavin Walder inbounding the pass to Miles Zimmerman, who leads the way with 10 points for the Peoria Christian Tigers. That ball is tipped around, go to the outside for Zimmerman, driving baseline, over to the top. Persinger, uncontested NBA three is good. And now Persinger's your lead scorer with 12.
Yep.
Intercepted there by Walton, 23 seconds. Imagine you take the last shot, I would say here, if you are Peoria Christian, and I do believe that is what they're going to do, is Persinger is up at the top with Clay Castile from Monmouth-Roseville. Dribbling towards the basket, now going to step out, wants a three, and it's off no good. Thompson, his three will not count. Heads up there to the sideline reporter. We're going to have a quick halftime interview here in just a moment. Dwayne Hulett, we'll send it over to you.
All right, here, Coach Persinger. Well, you guys got out. They got back on you a little bit. You opened it back up. Pretty good last half of that second quarter.
Yeah, basketball's a game of runs. They're a resilient team. They're a well-coached team. They fought back, and then I was pleased we were able to push back on that a little bit as well.
What's going to have to happen in the second half to either hold this or extend this lead?
I think we're going to have to force them to make tough shots, to make them work on the offensive end, to continue to pressure the ball, to wear them out, full court pressure.
Good luck the second half, and maybe if it keeps up like this, we'll talk to you after the game.
All right, hopefully so. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Dwayne, and Coach Persinger. We are going to step away for a quick break and be back for some replays, some halftime stats. Right after this, you're watching the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Oh, welcome back. We're here with Adrian McGregor. Adrian, you're a Macomb guy. So you're living in Macomb, working at MDH.
Yes.
What's your position?
So I'm the Vice President of Clinical and Support Services here at the hospital. I have about 120 employees that roll up my direction through the organizational chart. And probably the easiest way to explain, so I have a great group of department directors that work for me. So areas like radiology and lab and physical therapy and cardiopulmonary services, Those are kind of the main areas that roll my way. And then on the support side, pretty much all things with the plant, the facilities, keeping it clean, construction, all of that rolls up in my direction as well. So I never am bored, and I have plenty to do every day. So sometimes it feels like I just need more daylight than I need work. But this is a great organization, and I work with some of the best people in this community, and I'm proud of that. Mostly proud of all that they are and all that they do, and the employees and what they contribute to the organization. We have a great group.
So let's talk about construction a little bit.
Yes, sir.
There's the pharmacies getting built.
Yes.
You're constantly improving the buildings 1s and building 2.
Yes.
And then there's little things go on inside all the time too that I think people kind of miss.
Yes. Well, kind of going back to that 800,000 square foot number, there's always something going on. And I think we're going to be moving more towards a maintenance and improvement, incremental improvement over the next couple of years. One primarily is, after you have a campus, we're becoming pretty dense on this campus. The pharmacy's probably the last major project in the next couple of years, and it's a great one. Don't get me wrong. But now we have to really focus on ensuring that we're staying one step ahead of maintaining these facilities, which is equally probably more challenging, quite frankly, than just building a brand new building. I'm excited to talk about the pharmacy, but to your latter comment, we're focusing a lot on removing wallpaper, painting walls, modernizing flooring, ensuring that we have level surfaces, that we don't have areas where patients would trip, converting out our lighting to ensure that it's the most energy efficient as possible, putting in redundant systems for our electricity, our HVAC systems to ensure that, okay, we may have a tornado come through, we may have storms come through, we have to have all that redundancy ready to go because, quite frankly, the people, we're in the business of people taking care of people. And somebody's grandma is a patient of ours, and we want to take care of that person as if they were ours. And so we have to have the form and the functions of systems that keep the ship running.
I think when people say construction, they think building a pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
But I would venture a guess that more often than not, most of the construction is within the facilities of what you already have while trying in a hospital. It's if you're going to work on a room, the room has to be closed, I would imagine.
Yes.
You don't want the dust and whatever getting out in the hallway and getting into other rooms. It's not like, hey, let's go paint the house wall, right, or the living room wall. There's a lot more to it that I think construction is lost in that aspect a little bit on when we're watching all this stuff go on at the hospital.
Absolutely. Well, the focus is on patients first. And so anytime you're going to do something as simple as swap out some plumbing underneath a sink in a patient or around a patient area, there's a whole series of steps that we have to take to ensure whoever's doing the work, that they're in a contained area, that we have alternate areas for our patients to receive the same amount of care as if that area wasn't offline, to ensure that it's infection controlled. In other words, we're not creating more problems for patient care. We're trying to solve problems and create less issues and improve the area for patients. Yeah, it's a pretty extensive list that we go through prior to prepping. There are times when you wish you could just knock that project out on a quiet weekend, but we do have to follow proper protocol. And it's for best practice. It really is. It's for the ultimate goal of, yes, improving the area, but while you're doing it, you're not creating downstream problems that you really shouldn't, because you just skip 3 steps on a checklist. And we all are guilty of wanting to skip those steps, but we just don't have the luxury of doing that.
Well, Adrian, I greatly appreciate you coming and talking, and we just touched on some of the stuff that you deal with on a daily basis, so I'm sure we can talk to you again about some other things.
You bet.
But it was fun talking about the things that people kind of, I think, forget about a little bit, to get left behind. We talk about the doctors and the nurses all the time. We don't talk about the people that keep that
You bet.
stuff rolling. So I appreciate you being here. And
thank you
look
so
forward to talking
much.
to you
It was
soon.
wonderful. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
got you now. Yeah, we're ready. No replays or yes?
Sorry about the delay. We're trying to work on the replays, but right now we see the Macomb Bombers out on the floor getting ready for the next game. But we're 3 minutes away from the second half between the Peoria Christian Chargers and the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. The Chargers are up 42-24.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and look at some replays here. So there we go. We're going to do halftime stats right after this, after we took a look at some of these replays from the first half between the Chargers and the Titans. There it was all in the hands of Malachi Persinger, who was really sharp at 11 points, and 12 for Gavin Walder, leading the way there for the Peoria Christian Tigers. There you see the putback from Josh Walton, who Brandon just talked about. He had a really nice first half, ended up with 6 points, but played really well. Then Monmouth-Roseville on the other side. Caligaro Sarcomo wanted in on some of the action, and he got the steal and score. Then to Peyton Thompson, who had a nice bucket as well. He leads the way with 8 points for Monmouth-Roseville.
Then Persinger with the three, which we've seen a lot of threes here tonight.
Yep, Josh Walton there again was able to draw the contact. Then we go up to the top there for Elijah Knoll, who had the bucket and the putback right there. And that right there concludes your replays. Now we're going to look at some halftime stats here on these nice graphic put together by the graphics team in the back. Monmouth-Roseville 10 for 22 from the field. Peoria Christian 16 of 30, so just about over 50% from the field. That's insane. Shooting that well, and that is kind of where we talked about Peoria Christian with a 18-point lead here at the half. The turnovers kind of in Monmouth-Roseville, with 4 more than that, but rebounds pretty even as well. So
that's what I was just looking at. The rebounds, 12 for Monmouth-Roseville, 14 for Peoria Christian, and both teams really crashing the boards offensively and defensively. I'm thinking that the Chargers probably have more offensive rebounds because they do crash really, really hard, especially for Josh Walton.
All right, we are going to go to interview with Dwayne Hulett. Let me see if we can catch him here in just a moment. He's going to grab the Monmouth-Roseville coach, which is Chuck Grant, who we talked about a lot in the first, with that suit and tie, the very nicely dressed gentleman. And we'll still a little bit talk about that while nope, doesn't look like we're going to have an interview with Chuck Grant. Nope, does not look like we're going to have one. So Grant getting out of the locker room. That's all right. We'll keep it right here. We're ready to go. Is Jason Danner looking right at me? Yep, I see him there. Giving the thumbs up. He's ready to go here as we ready for the final 16 between the Chargers and Titans. All righty.
Both teams out on the court, ready to go. And the ball sits by me, John.
Yes, it does. There it is. The Wilson Elite, as they name on the basketball is. Peyton Thompson is going to inbound the basketball, and there's the confetti. You get a good look at it right there, the confetti on the side. We thank you, Casey Jones, for letting us know on that.
Casey Jones' favorite word is confetti. It happens to be so.
Caligaro Sarcomo with the basketball on the right wing. He's just swinging up top to Lars Bergeron. Over to the corner, Peyton Thompson with a three. It's off the side. No good. And Peoria Christian clears. They'll bring it the other way. Final 16 minutes of game 14 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. There's 26 games. Championship game 8:30 tomorrow night. There's a three just picked up right from where he left off.
Exactly. That's what I was just about ready to say. So that could be a sign that there may not be much of a change from the first half.
Let's see, for Peoria Christian shooting from the field at 53%. In the first, they were shooting 60% total.
Nice look down the floor to Persinger, and he gets fouled, draws contact, going to the line for two.
Right now, shooting 53%.
Second foul, number 11, Peyton Thompson.
Early foul on Peyton Thompson. That's Peyton's second foul. So Persinger is at the free throw line shooting a pair as he misses the front end.
That's something that we haven't said a whole lot about the Peoria Christian Chargers.
Here's the replay of that foul there by Thompson, who bumped into Persinger, and he sinks the back end there, so gets one at the free throw line. He's up to 13 points tonight for Peoria Christian. Lars Berggren into the backcourt there for Sarcomo. He's double-teamed, but swinging across to Ethan Clark. Wide open three is just a little bit too much mustard on that one. Houston is throwing it up there and is fouled by Peoria Christian. Let's see who this is on. Number 1, Malachi Persinger. Persinger's second personal foul. It is the first foul for the Chargers in this, and it will send Nick Houston to the free throw line. Houston wearing number 25. The first one is in and out, no good. Just kind of rolled around the top of the rim, and here's going to get replay of that foul there as Houston was bumped there by Persinger as he knew it, right as he guys kind of saw him, just kind of exclaim there in frustration picking up that foul, which is Persinger's second foul. We'll keep an eye on that as we finish out this one. There he is again. The deep three, no good. Walton cannot corral that one out of bounds, and it'll be Monmouth-Roseville basketball. Sarcomo will bring things up as he lobs it on over to Peyton Thompson, who lead scorer for the, heads up there. Nick Houston flying into the Monmouth-Roseville bench, but good effort. But Persinger comes away with a steal score. Persinger is up to 16 total here so far. Thompson got to get it across that timeline. Definitely going to be thinking about that. Yes, he does. And he's working up there with Walton. Ethan Clark now on the left wing. He's guarded very well there by Gavin Walder. Walder has a lone 3 points, and I was watching him shoot around in warm-ups yesterday, and he just kept sinking three after three.
I believe it.
Gavin Walder, a really good perimeter shooter, only with 3 tonight, but yes, it was a 3-point shot from Gavin. Houston going towards the basket, can't get the foul, can't get the bucket to fall either, and it's a turnover. Here come Peoria Christian the other way. Swinging across, intercepted by Sarcomo. Now in the hands of Lars Berggren. Does he distribute it? Yes, no, he does not. Thought he was going to go to Clark, but instead misses the layup, and here comes the Chargers the other way. Beautiful feed there from Persinger to
I knew something like that was going to happen because I just seen that hustle, that desire, and that passion to beat everybody down the floor and score.
Clark going strong to the rim, can't get the finish, but hey, second chance on the hesitation. Yes, sir, Ethan Clark with a bucket. Ethan Clark's got 7 points. And there is Malachi Persinger. Persinger with 3 total in the third. He's up to 15 for the contest. Clark, bounce pass there to Houston, dribbling against Brickner. Count it and a foul.
Houston fights for that possession to draw the contact and go for that old-fashioned 3-point play.
That foul is going to be on Gavin Walder. Or no, excuse me, Trey Brickner, excuse me. That is his first foul. It's the Chargers' second of the fourth. And there's Houston completing the 3-point play.
During that free throw, I seen Coach Persinger talking to the official, asking him to make sure he's watching on something. I couldn't catch on what he wanted seen, but he was telling him to watch something.
We'll see. Keep an eye on that. Persinger with the basketball left wing, swinging up top now to Walder. Yes. Now to Persinger, deep 3, rims in and out. Ethan Clark clears of the rebound for Monmouth-Roseville the other way. Calagaro Sarcomo, bounce pass now to Houston in the left corner. Over to Clark, now to Berggren, who wears the very bright blue shoes. Him and Brickner with bright blue shoes. Count it and a foul for Nick Houston.
Got to mention, once again, Houston fighting for that open position to draw that contact for the three-point play.
We're going to get a little replay on that one there. You see Houston, he's got back-to-back three-point plays, or potential three-point plays. We'll see if he completes that here on the announcer jinx by myself. But no, Houston's got my back. He makes the three-point play. He's got 2 in a row. And it's kind of brought some life back to this Titans team. Walton with the basketball at the top of the key. Working with Sarcomo. Now swings it over there to Malachi Persinger. Over to Walton. Back out to Walder. Jumper up and no good. Walton rebound. Here comes the Chargers' second chance. 3. Brickner up, no good. And Thompson clears from Monmouth-Roseville as it's Sarcomo dribbling baseline, lay it up and in. And another foul. So Calagaro Sarcomo with a three-point play potential.
This is the third consecutive play down the floor. That's a potential three-point play.
But imagine that we'll probably see Coach Persinger take a timeout here to talk things over, just give his guys a little bit of a breather, reset, and want to be able to fix those fouls on the other end. That one is no good. So the three-point play, no good. 52-34. Peoria Christian is on top. Monmouth-Roseville by 18. Walder setting things up over to Walton. Into the corner. Brickner, why not, for another 3. And, man, that kid just does not miss. Trey Brickner.
He doesn't. He finds a way to get completely wide open, and boom, he makes those threes.
Thompson was looking for Houston. The ball is out of bounds, and it'll stay down here with the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Thompson, corner 3. It's up too far. No good. Rebound to Peoria Christian. Here they come. This is Persinger. On the right wing, bounce pass. Walton, he lays it up and in.
Wide open right there in the middle of the paint for that easy roll in for Walton.
Houston can't corral the pass, out of bounds, and it'll be Charger basketball. 2:27 remains. We will have a quick interview with Brock Bainers, the AD up at Rock Ridge. They were victorious in their last game. We'll get a quick interview with Mr. Dwayne Hulett and him at the next 30-second timeout. Walton's shot no good. Walder dumps it down there to, that is Persinger with the chance at a three-point play. So now, Brandon, we see it on the other end. So we've had a couple of 3 of them here just a moment ago, and now we see it on this end. Let's take a look at a replay. And there it was. That was Persinger who drew the contact. Fouls on Houston. Persinger rims in and out on the free throw attempt, so he cannot complete the three-point play. 59-34, it is a 25-point lead for Peoria Christian. Berggren to the basket, lay it up and in.
2 points for number 34, Lars Berggren.
Lars Berggren has 4. Shot up no good, tipped around. Walton is going to be headed to the free throw line as the foul is on the Chargers, or excuse me, on the Titans, from Monmouth-Roseville.
Walton putting in that work ethic to get that offensive rebound.
Andrew Way picks that foul up. Walton, first free throw, no good. Here's the replay of that. As you see, is now Walton looking to complete the back end of the 2 and cannot complete either. So 0 for 2 at the free throw line for Josh Walton. He is combined 0 for 4 at the free throw line tonight, so keep an eye on that as we close in on the final about 9:30 in this one. That one rattles home by none other than Lars Berggren,
Yeah,
am I right?
Back-to-back plays, he goes down and scores for the Chargers.
2 points for number 14,
Drew Gama with the points there. He gets his first 2 of the night. He gets in on the scoring, 61-38. Berggren, corner three. It's up a little too short. And Gama with the rebound. Here come the Peoria Christian Chargers the other way. No look pass. Oh, my goodness. Corner three is up, no good. Walton, second chance, no. Ball fought for on the floor. Zimmerman throws it right into the lengthy hands of Lars Berggren. Sarcomo blocked. Ooh, no, we got a blocking foul. This one's going to be on Gama, I believe. It will.
Gama worked hard to pick up a charge, got too much body. Walton came behind and blocked it. Too bad there was a foul call.
I was going to say, I do believe it looked like a pretty clean block, but clean block from the top, but then the blocking foul there on Gama. Now we're going to get a replay there of Sarcomo driving to the basket. As he misses the first. There you go, you see that. And Sarcomo, the second chance bucket is good there at the free throw line. He goes 1 for 2. Goes Caliguero Sarcomo. That is Persinger swinging up to Walter for three. It's up no good. Rebound, foul against Peoria Christian. I think it's going to go against Walton. No, it will not. Actually, that's going to go against Zimmerman. Zimmerman's second foul, but the Chargers at 5 fouls, so we'll be shooting free throws.
Zimmerman's a little upset that he got the foul called on him and got caught going over the back, talking to Coach Persinger.
So Caliguero, Sarcomo will head to the free throw line. Sarcomo tonight at the free throw line is 2 for 6, so 33%. Sarcomo looking for the make here, and he does. So Sarcomo makes that one. 61-40, the Chargers and Titans a 21-point deficit for Monmouth-Roseville. So he makes one at the free throw line. 61-40, 20 seconds. The shot clock and game clock about a 3-second difference. Walter to Walton. Across now to Persinger. They want to take as much time off the clock, I'd have to say. They will. Zimmerman, corner three, up, no good. Fought for. Gama and Myers. Monmouth-Roseville throws it in the hands of Gama. So just chucks it up there, almost right into the hands of the official down there on the left side. And at the end of three, it is 61-40. The Peoria Christian Chargers are on top of the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. We are going to step away for a quick commercial break and be back right after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to Western Hall for the fourth quarter between the Peoria Christian Chargers, excuse me. I keep trying to say the Tigers, and I think that's Peoria Manual, I believe.
Well, they do kind of look like LSU Tigers colors.
Yeah, you got the blue and the...
Especially the coaching staff. You take a glance at it, it looks like LSU Tigers.
Peoria Christian and Monmouth-Roseville battling it up here in a 61-40 contest in the final 8 minutes. 3-point shot, Brickner up, no good. Ball fought for on the rebound. Monmouth-Roseville clears. Andy Myers comes away with that one. Sarcomo the other way. 21-point game. Clark goes down low. Houston out to Myers. Three at the top of the key. Good. Andy Myers gets in on the scoring, gets his first three of the night with that three. 61-43, now an 18-point game. Nice pass there to Brickner, puts up the shot, no good. Fought for, ball to bounds, and it will be Titan basketball. Clay Castile's checked back into the game for Monmouth-Roseville. We see him bring the ball up right in front of us, actually. He dumps it over to Sarcomo. Now across the court to Clark, driving baseline. Nice reverse hand there to get it to fall. Ethan Clark's got, I believe, 9 points. He does. Walter up to Walton. Now over to Persinger. Touch pass over to Walton. Now three, Walter up, no good. Rebound, Clay Castile clears for Monmouth-Roseville. Here they come on the attack. 6:35 left in the fourth. Castile. Swing it over there to Houston. In the corner now to Castile. Jump three, up, no good. Rebound though, Sarcomo. 30-second timeout. And I believe we are going to send this over to Mr. Dwayne Hulett for a quick interview with Brock Boehner.
All right, we're going to stand right here. Let's get you out from behind the water cooler there, Brock. Brock Boehner from the Holiday Tournament Committee. Brock, it's, well, we're over halfway through the tournament. There's been some lopsided contests. We were just talking, kind of surprising at the scores in this tournament so far.
Yeah, and I think that's always kind of hard to predict anytime you're making the bracket, but at the same time, you know, basketball is basketball. Their kids are getting to play, and that's kind of what the tournament's for.
Well, the teams that were seeded, it's been a while, I think, since they've moved along like they have. They look to be moving along pretty well, so the tournament committee that does that has done a good job with that.
Yeah, and I think when we looked at the seeds, there was three pretty clear-cut ones, and then, you know, the fourth one, obviously Macomb kind of came up there at the end, and so far all four are holding up pretty well.
Well, I'm going to send it back over to these guys, but thanks for joining us, and good luck with watching this down the stretch, because I know it's going to be tough for you.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dwayne, and thank you, Brock Boehner, the athletic director over at Rock Ridge. Was here in Macomb for a long time and now doing great things up there at Rock Ridge and on the committee board as well here for the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Nothing but good things for Brock and for his fine work at Rock Ridge. Peoria Christian with the basketball, swinging over to Walter now. 61-45, so the Titans sneaking back into it. Brickner three up, no good. And now it's Peyton Thompson who brings things the other way for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. 5:42 remains here in the fourth. Berggren, touch pass, Houston, lay it up and in.
Houston, a real workhorse there in the paint here tonight for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans.
Nick Houston's got 10 points, and like you said, Brandon, you know, working down low in the paint. He's got two old-fashioned three-point plays, as that's a three up, no good from Persinger. Walton with a rebound on a blocking foul here, right on the floor. Oh, no, excuse me. That is a full timeout taken. I thought they were going to call a foul. It's a full timeout taken by Peoria Christian. We'll keep it right here, though, as we take a look at some of our fine sponsors. Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta, and over 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb on East Jackson Street. Stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronlb.com to check out their inventory. And by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. And by Spoon River College with campuses in Canton and Macomb, including the building reconstruction on the east end of Jackson Street in Macomb, offers a great start for all area college students, both academically and athletically. Find out more online at src.edu or call 309-649-6400 to learn more. Crazy Train sounded on here in Western Hall. A classic there. They have had some good music on this weekend here so far. You know, when I was running camera, I was just sitting up there dancing. I know up there with Alyssa.
I heard you talking about it earlier yesterday.
Just having a good time. That three up by Gamma, in and out, no good. Rebound here to Houston. And Castillo brings things up for Monmouth-Roseville, 61-47. Game winding down, game 14 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament of 26. Winner of this one goes on to play Rock Ridge, ranked 3rd in the tournament. Ethan Clark for three up, no good. Rebound on the floor, fought for, foul on the floor. Yep, it's going to go on Peyton Thompson, who picks that one up. Looks like we got a substitution. Miles Zimmerman is going to come in for Drew Gamma. So that foul is on Thompson. That's foul number 3, I do believe it is. It is the first foul of the 4th here with 4:25 remaining in this one.
And Andy Myers returned for Monmouth-Roseville.
Bringing things up is Walton. He'll swing it over to Zimmerman on the right wing, guarded by Clark. Now over to Walden. Now to Persinger. Persinger, touch pass out. Walter, 3 is a little short. Rebound Nick Houston, and this guy's been all over on the boards. Berggren, guarded by Zimmerman, goes strong up to the boards. Count it from Lars Berggren. 8 points, and we talked a lot about him. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
I'll tell you what put that in. That spin on that ball. I don't know if that was an intentional spin, but that's how that fell, was that spin of that ball.
Malachi Persinger just threw up the basketball, got enough spin on it, and he threw it off the right side of the backboard, was able to get the spin to find the basket for the 2 and the foul. He cannot complete the three-point play. Ball to bounds. I think it's going to stay here at will with Peoria Christian. As Walton will inbound to Persinger, who was just at the free throw line and goes strong and lays it up and in. Persinger has played an excellent game. Now up to past 20 points. Thompson, 3:31 remains. Myers, touch pass to Berggren, now to the corner for Clark. Clark dumps it down to Houston. Houston up to Myers. 18-foot or 17-foot jump shot up, no good. Nick Houston with a clear rebound to Lars Berggren, who lays it up and in.
Number 34, Lars Berggren. Assist by Houston.
Berggren's got 10, and a body hits the floor. I think that's Persinger. It is, as he gets back up.
Second foul number 25 in Houston, his 3rd. Team foul number 3.
Foul's going to be on Nick Houston.
Number 4, Clay Castillo.
Houston's 3rd foul of the contest. Miles Zimmerman is back in. Walton, I think, is going to inbound. Yes, he will for Peoria Christian. As he inbounds it to Persinger, guarded by Thompson. Now gets it over there to Persinger, and I think, you know, at this point you kind of want to chew a little clock. You got a 14-point lead here, Brandon, you know, coming into the later half of this one.
Right, eat that clock, practice your ball movement, find that open opportunity as such.
Just couldn't get the finish there was Walter, and that is going to be a blocking foul on number 4, Josh Walton. That is Josh Walton's 2nd foul. It is the first foul for Peoria Christian in the half, or in the quarter, excuse me. As Clay Castillo will inbound to Calagero Sarcobo. After this one, we'll have Macomb and Mercer County, which should be a really good game right after this. Should be at 7:30, or 7 o'clock, excuse me, and we should be starting that one early as well.
It's always good to be early, especially during a tournament, because I've seen tournaments, especially this tournament, go really, really long, late at night. They're that final day.
Absolutely. Championship day tomorrow, Saturday. Big championship Saturday. We'll have all the games right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Presented by MDH. Touch pass there to Walton. He's going to swing it up now to Walder. He's going to reset things on the left wing. 2 minutes remains in this one. 10 on the shot clock. Walder gets it out to Persinger. Drive to the basket, no. Kick it out to Zimmerman. Over to Walder, who wants the three. It's a little short. And a shot clock violation. Turnover, it's Titan basketball.
I think he did beat the shot clock. He just didn't hit anything, so that's why it got called. It's got to hit the rim, at least if you are new and not familiar to the shot clock.
Yep, the shot clock is a new rendition of the IHSA, and definitely, you know, it's a different aspect. You know, back when I was in school, it was not in the basketball. Well, it was in the NBA and, you know, in college and stuff like that, but never in the IHSA. As Sarcomo goes diving into the bench there, and here comes Peoria Christian the other way. Zimmerman wide open, waits for Castile to drive past him, and lays it in. Zimmerman's got 10. Castillo with the basketball, the right wing, swinging over to Thompson now. Castillo, three, up, no good. Rebound to Lars Berggren. Lays it up, lays it in.
And put back by Lars Berggren.
Lars Berggren, and we are under
1 minute remaining.
1 minute. Say that again.
Titan foul number 11, Peyton Thompson, is fourth.
Foul on Thompson. I think he was wanting them to not just stand there and hold the ball, so now the game plan goes, don't let them stand there, go in there and foul. You got fouls to give.
Thompson not necessarily with fouls to give. He's got 4, but, you know, the idea, yep, of course, yes. Yep. With, well, they got 1 remaining here until you shoot free throws, 67-53. Walton will swing it across, and they're just going to kind of eat as much clock. There's about 12 or 13 second difference on the game and shot clock as they play the take as much time and score. There they do. Walton with 2 points. Josh Walton's got 10. Here comes Monmouth-Roseville. Berggren to Sarcomo, dump it off to Houston. And that is the end of this one. We have concluded this one 69-55. Peoria Christian is going to play Rock Ridge in the semifinals, so they have made a Final Four berth here in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament.
69-55 final score. I believe that's the highest scoring game we've seen in these 14 games.
Believe that we had one other that was, I think, 70. So I think that's the only, and it was by none other than Rock Ridge, who we'll see tomorrow. So I'd say it's right there with Rock Ridge, but I think second in the high scoring department, but really high scoring overall, like with both squads as well.
Yep.
Putting up well, that's what I believe, 124 points if my math is right. I don't think so. Maybe 134. My math's not very good. I'm tired.
Try.
I'm tired. I'm ready to head for the seats to watch the next game, Mercer County and Macomb. We are going to send it over to Mr. Dwayne Hulett with Coach over there.
Oh, we're here with Coach Persinger. Coach, you got a little closer maybe than you wanted to. You opened it up, and they brought it back and then hung in there. You never could quite put them completely away.
No, every time I thought we were going to put them away, they had a nice little run. They're a resilient bunch. That's because they're a very well-coached team. They didn't quit, and they battled us till the end.
Well, the seed prognosticators got it right. You're going to face the number 3 seed as the number 2 seed tomorrow at noon. And everybody I'm talking to as they're watching this game here, it's looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Rock Ridge is really, really good, and they're really, really talented. And so we'll have our hands full. We'll look at some film tonight, and we'll try to get our guys rested and ready for a battle hopefully tomorrow.
Well, you guys are able to get up and down the floor pretty well, it seems like, but you're able to shoot the ball from outside, too. That's a pretty lethal combination when you use your defense to get in transition, but it can still be pretty effective in a half-court set.
Yeah, that's our mold. We try to push pace every single day. We got multiple guys that can knock it down, and we work on it every single day. And even when it's not falling, we still continue to churn through it, and it's really helped create some great opportunities for us.
Well, congratulations on this win, and good luck tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks so much, sir.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Dwayne, and thank you, Coach, for stopping in for a little quick interview. We're going to look at about a minute worth of replays here before we close out this stream and get ready for Macomb and Mercer County. So we'll roll the replays right here. There you go. You find none other than number 1. That is Malachi Persinger, who had a great game, and then followed up by Gavin Walder, too. But then on Monmouth-Roseville's side, you got Ethan Clark. That kid can really play, too.
Yes, he can. Big post presence just like this guy that we're looking at right now.
Nick Houston, he had a great game, double-digit figures for him, and really was a big force on the offensive glass. There he is again. Just talked about him. Had a couple of three-point plays right there. Sarcomo got in on some of the action on the three-point plays as well. So really a balanced scoring all around, but just ended up falling into the favor of Peoria Christian in the end.
And we've seen Walton there earlier as we talked about him being a workhorse all over.
Absolutely. There you see Houston again. Not only was he able to find the basket, but was able to distribute. You saw him and Lars Bergen there, who had 10 points as well. That concludes your replays there. And for John Reynolds and Mr. Brandon Thomas, we thank you for tuning in to the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. The final score of this one, 69-55. The Peoria Christian Chargers victorious over the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. For all of us, TSSR Game Time Live, this is presented by MDH.